Hey guys, welcome back to some Guilded Guardians. Today's video, we're going to be looking at the guild boss. Also want to work on finishing out Leah. We are so close to having her built up. But looking at the guild boss itself, a lot of questions have been coming through YouTube about the guild boss. As you can see, this little icon for the boss is on fire. That means that the fever buff is up. So how do we get this fever timer? You can see right here, we have 13 minutes left. It is counting down. Once it counts down in its entirety, it does have a cooldown, meaning it's going to take a little bit of time before it comes back up. But this is actually triggered by an attack. So when a guildie attacks, it will trigger this buff. When the buff is triggered, you get a 10% bonus, as we can see right here. Guardians are granted a 10% attack bonus when the mode is active. So you want to make sure this is active. In addition, it takes a lot of guild coordination to maximize your damage. You can see total score of the guild, we're almost at 40 million. But looking in here, the guild inspiration, this can be set by guild leaders. It is set for 100 rubies. When it is set for 1 hour in 1 hour only, meaning that when we're looking at the guild like we are in Kraktos, we are setting a really 2 specific or 3 specific times when we can trigger fever, when we can get the guild inspiration buff up, allowing all of our players to attack, or all of our guildies to attack at the exact same time within, 2 or 3 different phases. That way we are maximizing the damage in here. Again, when it comes to a guild, being super active in the FHG account, which is my guild itself, over on the FHG guild, you can join. We have 2 slots left if you want to join us in there. I'm going to wait for this because I also didn't know we picked up a new hero and they changed and updated this as well. When you get a new hero, it has a 24-hour cooldown. If you look right here, Perel with her massive shield with Sanctuary buff, you want to get her, but you can see right there, 5 hours and 17 minutes of a cooldown of this hero. When you buy a hero from another wallet, or if a hero is transferred, it did give me this cooldown. This keeps players from, let's say, running 15 accounts in a guild with 15 members, taking the heroes, utilizing them, switching them to the second account, utilizing them, third account, utilizing them, so on and so forth forever, utilizing the exact same heroes. So players were trading them. So they put this cooldown in, which I absolutely love. Takes away the ability for the multi-accounting or account running, which has been a huge problem with Guilded Guardians. And of course, with the 24-hour cooldown, there's no way you can go through a multitude of guilds with the exact same hero, or a multitude of accounts and players with those exact same heroes. Now, we did pick up the pack that was over on Erie Store. If you checked it out, guys, there are 2 really big packs. One is the Calling Crystals. So we picked up another 30 Calling Crystals. I want to go ahead and use them because we're at 33. We have 44 for a Premier Guardian guaranteed. I am hoping, fingers crossed. Remember, last time we got 2 copies of Funika. Also got a copy of Salve out of the idols that we won. So we've been doing incredibly well, been incredibly lucky. Even on my my little baby free-to-play account, I have used, I believe, 4 Calling Crystals. I got 1 copy of Salve, which is pretty cool to see. I know I can't have any more copies because, again, we are keeping that free-to-play as it sits today. But overall, doing the summons, we got very lucky. So let's go in here. 33 summons. Can we get another copy? Now, a lot of players say it's streamer's luck when we do pull them. Right here, look at that. All rare heroes across the board. And these stones are still incredibly expensive. But look at that! It is another copy. That is 3 copies of Funika that we already got. Even got a secondary copy right there of Thorit. Very cool. We have 13 left. I'm going to go ahead and use them because that is the 3rd copy of this hero that we have actually picked up. That is awesome. That is amazing to see. Could we do it again? Could we continue with our streaming luck in here? And it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 elites. So unfortunately, nothing in there, or 4 epic heroes. But could we pull 1 more? And I know every pull is just that much closer to getting another copy, but I'm super glad that we are not getting and really pushing to the point of using, all 60 every time, or getting to that very last pull. So we already used 19 of these summons, so we're a little bit closer, and that is copy number 3. So we bought the 30 stones, we picked up the 30 additional stones out of the pack for the Guilded Guardian tokens, and we have pulled 3 copies of the hero itself, meaning that we put out, I believe it was what, 40 or 50, 70 bucks, and we got about $300 in heroes. So very good return there, looking on what they're going for on Token Trove right now. Now, in addition, we are building out, and I have been focusing on building out Leah. Now, Leah, we're in a party right now. Leah, we do have the ability to build her up. Again, with that pack, we did pick up, and you'll notice right here, we did pick up the Radiant Souls, which I believe was 17, I think it was 17,000 Radiant Souls. We have 2 of our cracked hearts right here. And look at this, guys, 4,000 small materials chest. We are waiting for the tier 7 that is going to be coming. I know I did hop in and we did start running the endless mode in here. And then of course we did pick up the souls. We have 30,000 souls in here. We are absolutely going to use these in their entirety. And then of course it's going to take 2 of those legendary cracked hearts. So I'm going to have to go ahead and finish that in just a little bit here, because of course we're already on floor, and where we're at right now, we're at 279, but we are in the Masters League. So we're in the absolute top, which is awesome. Once we go through the run, you can see that we're maintaining right now. But once we complete the run within the endless mode, we've been actually running about 40 floors is where we've been kind of scoring at. And with those 40 floors, we've been doing very well. We've been doing very well. Now, of course, in here, enemies that gain energy gained, that crushes you. You get absolutely destroyed. I don't want to get rid of the guild coins yet. Let's go for the crit. Now, of course, this is the team that I've been running, and you'll notice we're on floor 17 right now. Goes through pretty quick because right now we are doing and have such high power on these heroes. Even looking at a couple of those, like Leah, we're at 13, I believe 13.6, might be 13.7, but 251. So every floor that we finish, and we're 18 floors right now. Guardians Explode, Strength Recovery. I do like that one. A lot of times the targets are shielded. They don't do any damage. So Karuk essentially doesn't get much back. But usually when I hit about floor, we can even do it now, is I will go ahead, we'll pick up the merchant, but I'll trigger my commander ability. With the triggering of the commander ability, we have we have enough, I think, for all of these. There's recovery on tanks, domain, and there we go. So we still got left. We can go ahead and get rid of this one. We'll pick up the buffs later. Anything that you can kind of get rid of the buff. I know you could also get rid of the buff when you're actually going into here. You can get rid of the curse itself, which is what I do a little bit later, because of course we're still getting guild coins. We're on room 20 right now. We can even go ahead, pick up our guardian skill, because this will be done. The floors to be really, really cautious of is when you get to about 32. 32 is the floor where we seem to have a little bit of difficulty. Once we get over that little hump of the 30 to probably 33, 34, then we can get mage skill damage. Guys, I run all mages in here. If you've noticed, we have Grizel and Leah, very, very strong. Tirok, which I absolutely have to build up a lot further. But we also have Tavros in here, which is the healer. And then, of course, my giant tank, Karuk, you can see, runs up here. He'll usually get a heal long before he dies. Even with the regeneration, you can see ticks back pretty quick with the healing aspect. So with the immunity that he provides, that shielding aspect, very, very cool. So tanks we don't have, assassins we don't have. This is the reason why when you're going in here and you're getting these specific buffs, it does make a big difference, because I'm running 2 support heroes and I'm running 2 mages with our 1 warrior right there. But because we're running a very specific team, most of the buffs are prevalent to the heroes we have, such as the mage, or the mage damage. Here's the area damage. Here's the charm. Support alts give us a HP recovery. I do like that one as well, because again, we are running 2 support heroes. Makes a big difference when you're building this out and how effective essentially these heroes can be, because we'll get the random heals. So there we go. So we'll get the graveyard back, which we're already halfway on our commander level again. So we're going to have a lot more, and you can see most of the enemies at this point really do just melt in their entirety. Normal shields, there's the charm. I love the charm in here. HP reduction, I'm not too worried about. It seems like we're not killing them within those first 6 seconds for a majority, especially when you get a little bit further. So that buff, unfortunately, doesn't really have any meaning at all, because it's at the point where you're essentially not using it. Now, of course, if you went in here and you said you didn't want to get any more of your dungeon tokens, you can still pick them up here, which is what I do. That way, if we do get another merchant, we can buy everything out in there. Also, when we start getting the debuffs or the curses, we can go ahead and we can get rid of some of the curses in there as well. And then, of course, look at the little heal that Taruk gets, and it will keep him alive. It will keep him alive for pretty much all of this content. The issue that I have right now is right here with heroes dying, which is Tirok. Tirok is only, I believe, 9.3, maybe 9.4. I know Tirok needs a lot. But again, I want to focus on the three main heroes. I'm focusing on Leah, I'm focusing on Tarvos, and I'm focusing on Karuk. They are the three heroes that I am putting all of my resources in, to the point of getting them up to the 15 enlightenment. And then we can actually just go from there and see who we're going to build out. So I'm going to continue running this out, guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the guild bosses. How exactly are you liking it? And also, we're going to have to come back later today and build up Leah a little bit further. So again, that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.